moment into the Invest podcast. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And also remember to follow me on Instagram at All Things Invest. All Things Invest with 3 T's. We're in the month of October. We're in fall. Football season, it's a great time of the year. It's also that time of the year where we draw awareness to a really serious cause, a really serious disease. It's National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Breast cancer is something that affects many women in this country. It's actually recommended that all women after the age of 44 get a yearly mammogram screening for breast cancer. And remember, early screening and early detection is one of the best ways to be able to defeat this thing. And so my guest that I'm actually speaking with on the Invest podcast is an actual breast cancer survivor who actually battled it not once, actually battled it twice. This woman is a personal investor. She's also rocking the Invest pink t-shirts. This woman's been through a lot. She's a story of courage. She's a story of perseverance. This woman could have gave up on herself, and she didn't. She battled this thing. She's went through homelessness. She's even battled having a stroke. I want to welcome Teresa Rodriguez to the Invest podcast. Teresa, thank you for coming on today. How are you?
Thank you, I'm you. Thank you.
Awesome. Teresa, I want to ask you really quickly, where are you from? Where did you grow up? Tell my viewers.
I'm from Mexico.
Oh, okay. Wow. Did you pretty much, so when did you come to the United States?
I come to the United States in 1992.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you're pretty much a grown up already when you already came over here.
I came with my husband.
Oh, okay. Okay. Definitely. So what we want to start, and we definitely want to talk about a few different things today. We're going to talk about breast cancer because it's that time of the year. It's awareness. We are going to talk about homelessness.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about the stroke. We're also going to talk about you deciding to go back to school at a really older age and to continue to get better and to learn more and to invest in yourself. You have an awesome story. So first, Teresa, I want to ask you, when you came down with breast cancer, when did you realize that something was wrong? Did you go to the doctor right away, or did you kind of feel symptoms for a while?
I don't have symptoms like bumps in my breast, but I feel something burn under my arm, and I felt this by maybe for two weeks.
Okay.
And I went to my doctor. Yes, I told him that I have something that I know different in my body.
Okay.
And he said that I need to go to get mammogram, and they sent me the reference for my mammogram. I went. When I had my mammogram, they said I have something in my breast, so they sent me again to one
Specialist?
ultrasound.
Okay.
Ultrasound. After the ultrasound, they say also, and they say my breast have something
Like a lump?
Like a
bump?
lump, little bump.
Okay.
But they didn't show in the until I went to my biopsy.
Biopsy?
Yeah, the biopsy say that it was cancer.
Oh my God. So when you finally got that test, that biopsy, what was your reaction and who was with you when you found out?
When I went to my doctor to give me the results, I went myself.
Oh my
Nobody
God.
was with me. So he told me if somebody was with me, I say, no, I come alone. Say, oh my God. I say, what happened? He say, you have cancer, your breast has cancer. You need to move fasting because I need to remove or do something to you. But I don't have insurance. I don't have medical.
Oh my God.
No, I don't have nothing. So he say he refer me one place to fill paper, to try to get medical. The American Association Cancer. They help me to my treatment.
My God.
Yeah. When I went to the hospital, they sent somebody to fill paper to my treatment, to my surgery. So it was the first step.
So pretty much since you didn't have like friends, family, and support at that time, pretty much the health insurance they kind of pretty much helped you out as far as like taking you to your treatments and things like that. So they pretty much offered you that.
Yeah.
My God, because like most people when they go through something like that, hearing you have cancer, even with like you're having kids in the room with you, a spouse in the room with you, is scary enough.
Yeah.
Like it's like a lot of people they don't survive this.
Yeah.
And some some people know like when they're told they have breast cancer. For some people it's a death sentence.
Yeah.
For a lot of women, the survival rate is
Yeah,
not
but
the best.
when you go with somebody, they support you.
It's better,
But
yeah.
when you are alone, when you receive this notice alone, I say, my God, what happened? Why I do
Right.
it?
What did you get?
What happened? What I going to dead? I going to go?
We're gonna
What-
die, Murtha. Like it's that's
Yeah.
just really sad. So I want to say, what was the first course of action to help battle this thing? Did you go through chemo first? Did you get a surgery first? What did they do first?
First, I
Teresa?
have my first treatment was my one surgery, my first. After that, I had my chemo.
Mm-hmm.
I get maybe 8 chemo sections.
How many?
Eight
Wow. Okay.
chemo sessions.
Wow.
I was one every 2 weeks.
Mm.
I was every 2 weeks to get my chemo.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I get another ultrasound. They say something is still on my breast.
And that so even after having 8 chemotherapy sessions, you still had something remain.
Yeah.
Let's talk really quickly before we touch on that. Is I know some people who've had chemo and they say it drains the body,
Mm-hmm.
like energy, like everything. They feel like
Yeah,
sick.
I felt sick, tired. I know want to eat because I know taste my food.
Hmm.
I don't want to move. I want to stay sleeping because I feel my body burn.
Yes.
Also, I want to take water most time, cold water.
Okay.
because I feel hot my body.
Mhm.
I feel like it was burning.
Yeah, because the chemo is really strong because it's attacking those cancer cells. But what I know about it also attacks the good cells too. So
Yeah.
and also too. So did you have any effects with your function, like your brain, like your thinking? Did it affect your brain?
Yeah, I have something called chemo brain.
Wow.
It made my I don't remember many things.
Mhm.
I lose my
Your thinking?
my thinking.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Sometimes I try to think what I sometimes I go to the kitchen. I
Mhm.
say to come. I
You don't know
come
what
to
you went in there for.
No, I say what happened. Yeah, I cry because I don't remember many things. But I went to my doctor. My diagnostic was a chemo brain,
Mhm.
and I had to work hard
Mhm.
because I don't want to lose my brain. I want to feel.
Right.
I want to continue with my life.
Your life, yeah, you want to live. So when you're going through the treatments and things like that, you're pretty much still like by yourself.
Yeah, they give me something like chess to
Mhm.
remember. The
Okay, you're
numbers,
like activities for your brain.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Okay, wow. So I want to ask you. So after the 8 chemo treatments, and then they went back in, and they said that but they still see something. What do they do next? What was the next treatment?
My next treatment was another surgery, was the last surgery, and after and I continued with taking pills.
Mm-hmm.
My pills, I still taking pills. I
You
have
take-
remission,
You take pills now
but
still?
I'm taking pills.
How
now,
long have you been in remission?
5 years,
Wow.
and I still taking pills.
Wow. So pretty much that what I know, about cancer is like when you go into remission, there's always a chance that cancer is going to come back. So is that something that you still think about, or if it happens, it happens?
It will happen. It will happen. I don't know when, what part of my body, or when, but it's maybe it will happen, but maybe no, maybe
Let's pray on it.
maybe years. I don't know.
So right now you are 60 what?
63.
Let's pray that this Teresa Rodriguez cancer does not come back. We're having to deal with that again. So Teresa, I want to ask you, from the time you got diagnosed with cancer to the time you went into remission this last time, how long did you pretty much deal? I know you're still dealing with it, but how many years did you deal with actually having cancer, the treatments? How long was that? Was that 2-3 years? How long did you deal with it?
3 years. Between 2 and 3 years. My time was my time.
Geez, that's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, based on what I also know about you, they have to do another surgery. They have to take out a portion of your breast tissue. They have to take it out
Yes.
for removal of that
For
one.
removal,
What side?
The right side.
And that was pretty much like one of the only ways, huh?
Yeah.
They're like the last resort. God, so you had to be strong through all this, going through all this, battling all of this. You had to be. So when we talk about cancer and we talk about you basically battling and you being able to come back from this, come back from cancer, I know at some point in time, I think you were 50, you told me, you go back to school?
I was when I was 50, I went to the school to get my GD.
That's awesome.
And I get my GD.
Awesome.
After 2 years, when I was 52, something like that, I get my GD.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's truly amazing. I also know that at some point in your life, I don't know exactly when in your journey, did you have a point in time when you were I know you went through a divorce and you had a lot of stuff happen to you. Were you homeless at some point in time?
Yeah, I was homeless for some time because I don't have I was divorced. My family husband don't want to live with them, so I was homeless for maybe 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some good people helped me to get another chance to survive my life.
So you met some you were able to get around and you ran into some good people that really were able to support you and really help you through this, huh?
Yeah, I have I say thank you God because He sent me so many good people to support me, to help me.
Yeah, and also I read something and I was talking to you. I know at some point in time you had something happen with your eye as well. I mean, did you go
Yeah.
you went through that? What was that about?
When I felt that my eyes was red, and I felt inflammation, and I went to my doctor and say that I will have one stroke.
Okay.
It was in my eyes.
Okay.
So I was losing my eyes for some days.
You couldn't see.
Yeah, I cannot see, no, nothing.
Okay.
But after I went to my retinal office, they sent me one shot in my eyes. I can see now.
Wow. So, what did they say what was the cause of that? Why did that happen to you?
My doctor said that maybe it was stress.
Mm.
The stress, I have stress, so I believe that it was.
I mean, you went through a lot of things. I mean, we had a divorce, you had cancer,
My stroke.
homelessness, you had a stroke and things. So when you had your stroke, when you had that, did like, I know people that have different types of stroke. There's like minor ones, there's major ones. Did anything affect you as far as like, did you have a problem walking? Did you?
I didn't walk well.
Wow.
I feel my left side.
Oh
My
wow.
left side
Like
was
kind of numb,
paralyzed.
paralysis. Yep.
For some time, no long time, but a little time. But it affects my eyes.
Jesus, that's just a lot of things for someone to go through. And again, Teresa, what made you not quit on yourself? Why did you keep going? Because all of these things that we're naming off, like even like one of these things could happen to somebody, and they're on the ground and they're not gonna get back up. How did you find the strength? Because maybe there's somebody that's gonna be listening to this, and maybe they're going through something like this, and maybe not as many things as you, but I feel like if you can do it with all you've been through, they should too. Where did you find your strength?
I believe that I find my strength because my mom always say, "You can do it. You are so strong. You can do it." Because I work with I was grow to help my mom. So she believed that I was too strong to do myself a lot of things in my life.
Yeah. So and going back to school and getting your GED, did you do anything else after that? Did you do any more school after that?
After the cancer, after 2 years, I went to school to learn English because I was a Spanish speaker only.
Okay.
So I went to,
So you put yourself through school to actually learn the language here.
yeah,
That's amazing because a lot of people who come from over there, not all of them actually go and get the training to actually learn the language. Do you feel that once you actually learned how to speak English, it kind of opened up a lot more for you being able to speak the language here, and plus knowing your native language over there? Did that make you feel, because that's education right there?
yes,
And of course, I speak English because I was born here, but talking to people who've actually learned English, it's a lot, right?
it's a lot, yeah, it is.
And that's a true investment because, even myself, I'm currently learning how to speak Spanish. And going and speaking a second language, especially English, like it's a lot. So what made you decide you wanted to do that? Because a lot of people that are here, they don't learn the language here.
No, I decided to learn English as second language because sometimes I was to going to my doctor and I need to translate it.
You need a translator,
And
yeah.
sometimes they are busy. They sometimes until I know one person that I say something to my doctor if she didn't translate it like I was saying.
Yeah.
So I say no. You say that. I say another things. I say, and I decide. I say no. I need to go to school. I need to learn English as second language because I need to improve my English.
Yes, you knew you needed that pretty much to help you more for survival, and then now like you're here, but you're free as far as like where you can go, who you can talk to.
Yes, I do.
And it kind of opens you up to be able to make relationships and friendships with different types of people.
Yeah, because I understand that I can learn or talking another language. I can extend my life because I can ask more people. I can go to ask for a job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because honestly, when I first met you, and I knew your story, my wife told me your story, I didn't know you spoke English. I didn't know. And then when I found out, I was like, wow, that's awesome. And then my wife told me she went back to school to get her GED.
yes.
And she's continuing to invest in herself. And that's kind of what my brand's about, the Invest in Yourself Personal Growth Co. In my podcast about people investing in themselves. So I believe out of all of the guests that I've actually spoken to, you're probably the most inspirational and probably the most motivational guest I've had onto the show. Again, I'm John Ross, Teresa Rodriguez, breast cancer survivor, perseverance, a motivating, inspirational story. Remember, in life, we all go through things.
And after my, I am revision now.
Okay.
But I go back to school. I start to learn and my major is business.
So you're going to get a degree.
So maybe this semester is my final.
Yeah.
My final. This is my final semester. So.
And you're going to have a degree in business.
In business, I have my one certificate, but I'm going to get my degree.
So you have a certificate right now in business?
Yeah.
And you're going to school right now to finish your degree in business?
Yes.
And you're 63 years old.
Yes, I do.
Let me tell you guys, you're never too old to start to invest in yourself. Woman is 63 years old. At 50, went back to get her GED, which is the equivalent of a high school diploma. The woman is not from this country. She put herself through school to learn the language so she can talk to people like me today on the Invest podcast and share a story. She's getting ready to get her degree. She's a breast cancer survivor. The woman was homeless. If she can do it, you can do it. Teresa, it's been awesome having you on the podcast. Thank you again. I love your story, and I believe my listeners are going to really enjoy hearing your story, and it's going to uplift some people.
Thank you so much. I hope my story will be to inspiration for other persons. Maybe talking English, talking any language.
Remember, you guys can do it. You guys want to learn something, a language, you can do it. No matter how old you are, you could be 70 years old, you want to go back to school and finish your degree. For you to be able to say that you got that, she did it.
Yeah.
She's doing it right now. Invest in yourself, personal growth, the Invest podcast. I'm John Ross. This is Teresa Rodriguez. See you next time.
Bye.